I want to invite you to close your eyes right now, and then to picture your hurt, the ways that you have experienced pain in the church, maybe generally, maybe very specifically, maybe even recently. Try to picture it as an actual wound somewhere on your body. Is it a paper cut? A stubbed toe? Don't underestimate the resounding power of paper cuts and stubbed toes. Is it a rock that's been thrown at you? A cut from a scissor? Is it a wide open gash? A limp you've been walking with for a long time? Or is it more like a paralysis that leaves you barely able to move at all? Is it an arrow in your back? Now picture the hurt you're carrying as a physical wound. And then I want to invite you to picture Jesus coming to you right at the site of that wound. Picture Jesus wanting to care for and tend to your wound. As part of that process, can you picture Jesus showing you those that have done the wounding? Appreciating that being hurt by the church actually means being hurt by people. So are there names, faces, friends, family members who come to mind? Go ahead and picture them, or maybe even just one specific person. Can you picture Jesus reminding you of his love for them? Reminding you that it is not okay how they hurt you. And also reminding you that they are wounded too. And then try to picture Jesus inviting you onto a path of compassion, a path of forgiveness, of release, a path of grace, a path of freedom, and a path of healing. And what would that path look like? Is the ground rough or smooth? Is it straight ahead, or are there some curves and bends in the road? What might your next step in the journey be? Where could it take you? How might it heal you? And then picture Jesus as he begins to physically tend your wound. Was he wiping it, cleaning it, putting medication or ointment on? Is he bandaging, soothing, repairing and mending? What kind of physical attention does it require? And picture Jesus not only tending to it externally, but doing the miraculous work in and through your very cells, the way that only a body can. Fading bruises, closing wounds, healing cuts, repairing scars. All in a way that takes time. It may leave some scar tissue, but still brings healing and even love. As wounds turn to scars, and scars that eventually turn to stories of healing. And then notice something that you maybe hadn't noticed yet. Notice something about the hands of Jesus that shouldn't be in the hands of anyone. Notice deep wounds, pierced holes. Notice scar tissue that tells an inescapable story. And notice the love and healing that still seem to flow from these same hands, that seem to flow from these wounds. Now picture these holy hands unlike any other, while still finding yourself in the process of healing, then taking you by the hand and inviting you to take part in sharing this love and healing with others who are also wounded. Who is he bringing you to? Who around you needs healing? Who can you offer grace and forgiveness to? Who needs your arms to wrap around them? Who can you help heal? As you take a few more deep breaths, just allow Jesus to continue inviting you on the journey of healing, both personally and in this community that we together call the church.
Standing on this mountaintop, looking just how far we've come, knowing that for every step you were with us. Kneeling on this battleground, seeing just how much you've done, knowing every victory is your power in us. Scars and struggles on the way, but with joy our hearts can say, yes, our hearts can say. Never once did we ever walk alone. Never once did you leave us on our own. You are faithful, God, you are faithful. Kneeling on this battleground, seeing just how much you've done, knowing every victory is your power in us. Scars and struggles on the way, but with joy our hearts can say, yes, our hearts can say. Never once did we ever walk alone. Never once did you leave us on our own. You are faithful, God, you are faithful. You are faithful, God, you are faithful. Scars and struggles on the way, but with joy our hearts can say, never once did we ever walk alone. Carried by your constant grace, held within your perfect peace. Never once, no, we never walk alone. Never once did we ever walk alone. Never once did you leave us on our own. You are faithful, God, you are faithful. And every step we are breathing in your grace. Nevermore we'll be breathing out your praise. You are faithful,